So the next problem is strain. What is strain? Generally, strain is defined in engineering aspects in this way: change in dimension per unit dimension. Okay. So now just we'll see how the strain is being calculated. So strain is delta L divided by L for a lengthwise section. Let us now assume that a beam, okay, is being loaded with an axial force in tension. So now what happened is, after the application of this load, this beam or this bar travels from one position to a new position. Okay, so what happened is, it both travel in this way. So this new position is now going to be called as A dash and B dash, right? So when you just see here, when this is the total length, this will be the change in length. Okay, so this will be the change in length. So let us assume that this bar is being fixed at one side and pulled. Now what happened here is, automatically it will tend to move. So now if you see here, this is the original length and this is the change in length. Now, as I told at the starting of this strain concept, what is strain? Strain is nothing but change in dimension per unit dimension. Okay, that was the basic definition of strain. So one thing we have to understand here, when a load P is being applied, now let us draw in a different way. So I'll just draw here a beam of length L and let us say depth D, okay, is being pulled with a load of P kilonewton. Okay, so now what happened is, the length increases, but assume that the length alone will not increases. Due to the increase in length, what will happen is, the area will decrease. Okay, so automatically now the D will change to new D called as D dash, and the L will now have an increased level of L dash. Okay, so now the dimension is also changing, so which means that the cross section is also changing and the length is also changing. Similarly, if you assume another concept or another beam which is loaded with compression, okay, now what happens is, automatically the length decreases with the increase in dimension. So now when you see that the original diameter or the original depth is D, it changes to D dash, which is increased one, and L changes to L dash, which is the decreased one. In compression, the length decreases and the depth increases. In tension, the length increases and depth decreases. This is how it is happening. So when we just want to see what is in strain, now you can just see, you don't need to remember this delta L divided by L. This is a mathematical representation to find the longitudinal strain. Okay, to find the longitudinal strain. So normally when I want to find strain should be in, as of a definition, should be defined as change in dimension per unit dimension. Okay, this can be any kind of dimension. So if I want to find a longitudinal strain, what I will do is delta L divided by L. So longitudinal, EL is equal to delta L divided by L. So if I want to find in a lateral way, what I will be doing is delta depth divided by the original depth for this two beams. For this two beams, what we had changed? Delta D divided by the original D. So you can even find the volumetric strain. EV is nothing but change in volume, because here, as I told, D dash is changing, so the total volume tends to change, might change. So what will be the volumetric strain? Delta V divided by V. Similarly, if I want to find the strain in the area region, so delta A divided by area. This is how the strain is defined. So whenever you come across a term strain, always remember that change in dimension per unit dimension is going to be the basic definition of the strain. So we will see with the next concept in the next video.